Next game out there in Boulder, Colorado, week 1. We got the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. They are 3.5 point favorites against Colorado. Eric, who wins that matchup?
I got the Haynes squared show. I
Oh
think
wow.
Georgia. I think Georgia Tech. Uh, I don't think it's a 3 point game. I think Georgia Tech lays some lumber on them.
Oh wow. So you're
Um,
saying Georgia Tech's covering?
oh yeah, I
Okay.
think I, I think it's going to be a growing pain for Coach Prime until he
Mm,
figures out what his offensive identity is going to be post Travis Shador.
okay.
Um,
That's fair.
Also, we were talking about the quarterback battle. What
Right.
if Caden comes in and doesn't do well? What if the 5-star comes in and doesn't do well?
Mm,
Georgia Tech knows their identity. They know exactly what they have on
mm-hmm.
offense.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, one of the best running backs in the country.
Okay.
And they're going to rely heavily on that.
Yeah.
And nobody expected Florida State to get their, you know, packed in last year by
Mm-hmm.
Georgia Tech, and Georgia
Mm-hmm.
Tech wrecked them. So I gotta give a good old wreck them.
Okay. I like it. Okay. So, um, my this is my thing about Colorado. I do like a couple of moves that they had, adding in a couple of these transfers. And first, I don't even know how I forgot to even mention this, but shout out to Coach Prime. Like we had no idea the dude's battling cancer in the
Yeah,
off season. I'm glad that he's getting better. He's beat cancer. He's gotten on the other side of it. Like thoughts and prayers to him and his family. Like much love to Prime
absolutely.
for that. I love the fact that he's improved on his coaching staff. I'm interested to see Colorado running backs under Marshall Falk's direction. Like that's going to be cool to watch.
Yeah, yeah.
Same thing with their defensive line. Warren Sapp is there. And I'm really interested to see what kind of impact does Warren have on these guys. Like we talked about Jaheim earlier. He's
Yeah.
Warren Sapp sounds like he's been in that dude's tail the whole season because he or the whole off season because he has so much like man I see so much potential in you but we got
Hmm.
to pull it out of you, that sort of thing. My big hang up with Colorado is can they stop the run? Can they stop the run? Because the past couple seasons, even with bringing a new defensive coordinator, they couldn't stop the run for anything.
Gouged.
They were getting gouged, like you said. And one thing that I know of Georgia Tech is that they're going to run the ball. If they're playing against a brick wall, they're gonna run the
Run
ball.
the
Like
ball.
that's what they do. So I just question, can Colorado stop the run? Hopefully they've made some improvements with that. But until then, I gotta go with Georgia Tech. I gotta go with Georgia Tech to cover because I don't think Colorado can stop the ball. That's my pick. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, look us up on socials at Suplex Dinner Club. And be sure to check out our other projects. We talk college football on Dogs versus All Y'all. That's a weekly college football podcast where we don't just talk about the Georgia Bulldogs, we talk about all things college football. The Life and Times Pod, which is short for the Life and Times of a Restaurant Lifer podcast, where I have some chill conversations with some cool and interesting people that I've met in my years in the hospitality industry. And of course, check out Talk 'em in the Building. That's a pro wrestling podcast where we solely focus on the promo. We talk about the talkers, we hype the hype man, and we pontificate on the promo. It's a fun project, and if you're a pro wrestling fan, I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. If you're into TV and movie reviews, check out Four Corners Cinema with Ari and Adrian, a podcast where two lifelong pro wrestling fans review film and other forms of media that just so happen to have some of our favorite pro wrestlers. The Suplex Dinner Club family is growing, and I would love for you to be a part of it.